Quantic Media.
What's up everybody, Apache Birdman here with the first installment of the evolution of Battlefield, featuring Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. Let me begin by going over the multiplayer menu. 4 things I want to cover: server browsing, clan support, ranks, and awards. By far the best part about Battlefield 2 Modern Combat is the server browsing. On the Xbox 360 you're allowed to pick any map as long as you turn auto connect off, and you can see all the servers running the map you picked. You can see the remaining game time, you can see how many players are in there. Something that is not used on any 360 game today that was used in a game that's over 6 years old. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. And you know what? This game also featured clan support, something that is not used on 360 games today either that was used in a game 6 years old. Clan support gave you the option to create your own clan and invite other players to it. You were able to promote, demote, or kick members from your clan. Furthermore, there are unique customizable options that include clan name, clan motto, and clan news. So I don't understand why the hell this was all taken out, but this video isn't going to be comparing a lot because I'm going to be comparing Bad Company 1 to this game, so it's more of an evolution. Let's just say that this game is the starting stone. The next videos will be talking about how things change. There is also 24 ranks that you can progress through in multiplayer, ranging from private as the lowest and general as the highest. But in order to rank up, you also need to attain a certain amount of score, medal and ribbons, and a certain points per hour. But there is a catch: if you begin to decline in points per hour, you actually decrease or demote. But the funniest thing I find when I go back to this game is that it came packed with 16 maps on the disc, all of which are at least the same size as heavy metal or larger. And also it had a spectator mode, so while you're waiting to spawn, you can see through the eyes of your teammate players or just look around the map. So speaking of that, there was 2 game modes: Conquest, that we still see in Battlefield today, and Capture the Flag, that was removed. But there was 3 types of game modes inside of Conquest itself. There was head-on, assault, and double assault. The head-on maps were Backstab, Bridge Too Far, Cold Front, Deadly Pass, Frostbite, Full Frontal, Honor, Little Big Eye, Russian Border, and The Nest. Head-on is the Conquest we're used to seeing today, when 2 armies are on opposite sides and they duke it out to get the flags until one of them loses. Now, like I was saying, the second type of mode in Conquest is called Assault. The maps for Assault were Hidden, Missile Crisis, Special Ops, and the Black Gold. Team Assault is basically a Conquest rush. One army starts with 1 base and the other one starts with 5 or 6, and they're supposed to move on and attack like they're assaulting, like they're attackers in Rush on Battlefield Bad Company 1 and Battlefield Bad Company 2. Lastly, there was a game mode called Double Assault. In this mode, each team started off with 2 bases and they just fight for the middle one. 2 Conquest maps that played Double Assault were Damage and Harbor Edge. So you can already see how Battlefield 2 Modern Combat offered us a lot more than the Battlefield Bad Company series, but there was more. In Battlefield 2 Modern Combat you can play as 4 different armies: the United States Army, China, the Middle Eastern Coalition, and the European Union. That being said, there are 5 classes to choose from that consist of an engineer, spec op, assault, sniper, and support. So going over them, the engineer spawns with a pump action shotgun, rocket launcher, pistol, blowtorch repair tool, and lastly landmines. A spec op spawns with a scope submachine gun, sounds pistol, flashbang grenade, knife, and a C4. The assault spawns with a scoped assault rifle, grenade launcher, pistol, hand grenade, and a smoke grenade. And the sniper spawns with a semi-auto sniper, sounds pistol, GPS, which is kind of like a motion sensing ball, smoke grenade, and a laser designator. Lastly, the support spawns with a light machine gun, pistol, auto ejector, which is like a medic heal, hand grenade, and a mortar strike. The Battlefield Bad Company series we see today allows you to use any army's gun no matter what team you're on. Although in Battlefield 2 Modern Combat you have a certain gun preset for the army you're playing for. Now in terms of guns, the game offers a huge selection of 55 total weapons. Assault rifles have the M4, Type 95, the L85A2, and the AK-47. Submachine guns have MP5, Type 79, UMP45, and the AK-74U. The shotguns are the Spaz 12, the RMB 93, Benelli M3, and the Mossberg 500. The light machine guns are the M249 SAW, the QJY 88, and the PKM. Sniper rifles are the M95, Type 88, Dragunov SVU, and the SVD. The pistols included were the M92F, the GSZ92, the Glock 17, and then lastly there was rocket launchers, which are the SMAW, PF98, Carl Gustav, and the RPG-7V. All the guns in the same category performed the same, they just had a different shell around them, a different look, and that actually made it feel a lot better. If Battlefield Bad Company 1 or 2 made that feature, I think you would feel like you're actually part of that army. But by far, my favorite part of the game was the ridiculous amount of vehicles that were included. The same theory applies just like in the battlefields we see today, meaning that the army that you spawn on is the vehicles that you will spawn with. So talking about vehicles, let's move on to them. We have 35 vehicles compact inside of this game. So as you guys probably know from watching my videos, we're going to start off with the helicopters. We got the AH-64 Apache, the Black Hawk, the WZ-9, the Mi-24 Hind, and the AH-6J Little Bird. The next vehicles I'm going to show you guys are the tanks. We have 4 battle tanks, aka known as the heavy tanks in Battlefield Bad Companies. So we got the M1A2 Abram, the Leopard 285, T-90, the Type 89. Then we also have 4 light tanks, the M6 Linebacker, the BMD-3, BMP-2, and lastly the ZSU 23-4 Shilka. For light transport vehicles, we have a DPV, the Eagle MTV, the FAV, the Crep, and the Hummer. There's also 2 civilian cars, a sedan and a truck. You cannot forget to include the snowmobile, not being used in any Battlefield game today, and yeah, Call of Duty. We had this back in 2005. But finishing the vehicle list off, we have 1 naval craft, a patrol boat, and 3 stationaries, a JTAM, a Jills 87, and an M2 Browning. Well, alright you guys, that concludes part 1 of the evolution of Battlefield, but please understand that no video can actually tell you the true caliber that this game had to offer. That being said, I really hope you guys enjoy. Please rate, comment below, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget, part 2 coming out very soon featuring Battlefield Bad Company 1, and you will see the huge contrast between both of these games and what was taken out and how little was actually added. But we'll save that for part 2, and I hope you guys can see how much hard work went into this. Peace out.